Two championship matches, no Roman Reigns, but a good focus on the Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens story. Welcome everybody to my review of Friday Night Smackdown. If you guys are new here, this is the Wrestling with Eddie channel where we talk pro wrestling. I do Friday Night Smackdown reviews, Monday Night Raw reviews, and weekly topics of whatever I feel like talking about. So make sure to subscribe, comment what you thought of tonight's Smackdown, and give this video a thumbs up because it always helps the YouTube algorithm. Now, let's get into my review of tonight's Smackdown. So the show started with the Grayson Waller effect, and I thought it was a great segment. Grayson Waller got a lot of heat here where he just did not let Cody Rhodes hit any of his catchphrases, stopped him from doing the whoa in the corner, did not let him do the what do you want to talk about part, and basically just sounded like let's just get right to the chase. While that was happening, throughout the whole thing, Grayson Waller was live on Instagram, and Austin Theory was just in the background, just like flexing his muscles to the Instagram live, which was amazing. Cody Rhodes obviously wanted to know what the heck was going on. Grayson Waller was there to tell him that he thinks Kevin Owens is going to turn on him because Kevin Owens always turns on everybody. And then they showed a little promo video, which I thought was excellent, where it showed Kevin Owens turning on Sami Zayn, John Cena, Chris Jericho, Kofi Kingston, and Sami Zayn a second time. Fun little promo video. And then Kevin Owens came out and basically said, yeah, they all deserved it except Kofi Kingston. So sorry, Kofi. And then basically got a good reaction from the crowd there. Then he basically called out the general manager, Nick Aldis, and said, can we just make this a tag team match, or do I have to go in the ring and beat them up and then you come out and make it official? So that was a fun little twist on what normally happens. So excellent little segment here, and that set up our main event, which was Kevin Cody versus A-Town Down Under, and we'll talk about that in a second. Right after that first segment, we jumped right into our first match, which was LA Knight defending his US title against Santos Escobar. This match started off with the heels Legado del Fantasma attacking LA Knight, and then they got kicked out of the arena, so they had to have a straight up singles match between LA Knight and Santos Escobar. Match was good, fun little back and forth. I enjoyed it, and LA Knight, of course, won and defended his championship match. First defense, and it was really good. LA Knight also, this was a little bit of a weird one, later on in the show, cut a promo basically saying an open challenge for Bash in Berlin. So he said, anyone who wants to fight him in Berlin, the challenge is on. But at the end, they ran down the card and didn't put it there. So I'm not too sure if this open challenge is at Bash in Berlin, the PLE, or if it's on Friday Night Smackdown next week, which is probably also in Berlin. So a little bit of a confusion on when that championship match is going to happen, but this was a good first match. Then we got a small promo backstage about Carmelo Hayes and Andrade setting up a fourth match between the two of them for next week. Now, I know I just complained last week on the episode review, which you should go watch my review about last week as well, that I said that it was getting really repetitive, but I am enjoying that we have. It's been a while that we haven't had a rivalry of two guys who just focus on the wrestling. So these guys obviously are going into their fourth match, but I've enjoyed the first three, so I am excited for this a fourth time. We got another little backstage thing between Legado del Fantasma and Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews. They've been having like this small feud behind the scenes for the last couple weeks, and they basically said we're going to settle this in the ring next week. So I guess we're going to have some kind of tag match. I'm not too sure who it's going to be in it against Corbin of the Legado, against Baron Corbin and Apollo, so we'll see, but fun little thing, we'll see where that goes. Then we jumped into the six-man women's match, the six-women tag match. That's what I'm not going to cut that out. The six-women tag match between Jade, Bianca, Naomi against Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, and Blair Davenport. And I've been complaining a lot about the women's tag team division, and I got to complain once again. This match didn't really do it for me because, again, they're not giving us anything to care about. Alba and Isla Dawn, and Blair, who just moved up to the main roster, has looked super weak. I will say, Jade Cargill in this match looked excellent. The crowd were super behind. When she got her hot tag, her spots looked really good. And then she tagged in Naomi and the crowd went dead. I don't know why, but Washington, D.C. don't seem to care for Naomi at all. Match was whatever. Jade, Bianca, Naomi did win this match. But again, give us a reason to care about Alba or Isla. Now look, they're defending the title in Bash in Berlin next week on Saturday against Jade and Bianca. If Jade and Bianca win, what a failure this championship run was. And if Isla and Alba win, they got to make it interesting moving forward. I don't know what they're going to do with Jade and Bianca. So this has been terrible, in my opinion, of a run for them. We'll see where it goes, though. Next up, we had an in-ring promo for Solo Sikoa talking about Roman Reigns, the OTC, and then the nice little thing here where he took the championship, the tag team championship, away from Jacob Fatu gave it back to Tangaloa and basically told him, you can't be champion because you're my enforcer, and gave him a hug. Now, this is a nice little twist because, of course, Solo Sikoa was Roman Reigns' enforcer. So I like that they're teasing what could happen here between Jacob and Solo. It's 1 in the morning. Give me a second, guys. I just finished watching this episode. So Jacob Fatu gave his belt to Tangaloa. So Tanga and Tama are the tag team champions for the Bloodline, and he hugged Solo. But it seems like, you know, they're trying to set up some stuff that maybe there's going to be some tension in the future. Very minor thing. We'll see where it goes. Solo was good. The crowd absolutely hated him, and that's him doing his job correctly. And that transitioned right into the Bloodline versus Street Profits tag team match for the tag team championship match. And this went exactly the way you think. Street Profits got really close of winning. Jacob Fatu interfered, attacked them, and then Bloodline won and defended the title. It was a good match. I enjoyed it, but of course, it's nothing surprising happened here. What was surprising in two ways was after the match, the Bloodline continued to attack the Street Profits, and then DIY came out to make the save, and the crowd could not care less. I was heartbroken. I'm a big fan of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Not a single crowd. The crowd were so dead. They did not care about DIY coming out, and that hurt me. They also got destroyed, though, by the Bloodline. So at the end of the day, Bloodline stood atop the Street Profits and DIY. So, you know, we'll see where this goes. This then cut over to Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes talking backstage about their tag team match. Kevin Owens trying to make sure to tell Cody, he's like, you know, I'm not the same guy I was before. And all those people did deserve it except for Kofi Kingston. But I'm not like that anymore. And Cody basically said, like, yeah, I trust you. Let's go out there and have a fun tag team match. And we'll see what happens, you know, and whatever. So they're kind of teasing here. Maybe something's going to happen, maybe not. I do like the teasing here. Not a straight up, he's going to turn heel, or he's like, they're just keeping the tension where you want to watch. Is something going to happen? I really like that. Then we had a little package promo for Michin, and I really like this. Obviously, Michin's going to be fighting Nia Jax in a street fight for the Women's Championship next week, and this I feel like was a really good way to show Michin a lot and show what kind of personality and character she's playing, and I'm excited for this match. So I like this. Was a big thumbs up for me again. Then we had a very fun segment in my opinion. So we had Tiffany Stratton, and Pretty Deadly trying to fix Nia Jax's crown. Nia Jax came up, was upset about what happened last week with Michin attacking, talking about her match next week in the street fight, and Tiffy and Pretty Deadly were obviously trying to follow her as her queen. Then the shot turned around and we saw Chelsea Green talking smack about Tiffany and saying how Tiffany's gonna cash in her money in the bank on Nia Jax. Obviously just doing it on purpose to cause some drama, and I love it. I think Chelsea Green is excellent. She plays her character every single week in a great way, and this worked out for me. Nia Jax obviously got very mad at her, so I like that Chelsea's just trying to purposely cause drama, and Nia Jax just like shut it down. So we'll see where this goes, but man, Chelsea's so good at her job. I love her in her role. And then we got our main event, which was Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens against A-Town Down Under. Fun match, exactly what you think it was. Again, lots of tension. Kevin Owens was going to tag Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes got distracted, so Kevin's like, why is my partner not there? And then the opposite happened later on the match, where Cody Rhodes went to tag Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens wasn't there. So again, they're showing small little tension there. Match ended exactly the way you think. The good guys won. Cody and Kevin won the match with a pop-up powerbomb, so excellent. The stunner being moved aside, and we're focusing on the pop-up powerbomb. And then after was my favorite thing, where Cody Rhodes had his back turned, talking towards Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, and behind him, Kevin Owens had the title in his hands. And as Cody turned around, Kevin Owens started walking with the belt and looked like he was about to hit him with it, and he pushed it and gave him on the chest and talked smack to Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. So again, just enough tension to keep the story fun and intriguing to see what's going to happen. We got one more episode to go, so I'm excited to see what they're going to do next week between Cody and Kevin right before Bash in Berlin. Now, me personally, I really like Kevin right now in his role. I don't think it's necessary to turn him heel, so I would say let it continue with tension, but let it stay respectful. I know some people wish Cody had a bit more of a serious storyline. he just had something really intense, I feel like, with Solo. So I like this little change of pace. It's just for 3 weeks, and then he'll get into something more serious after this. So I'm enjoying this. It's probably not for everyone, but I'd love to know what you guys think of the Cody and Kevin Owens rivalry in the comments down below, because that's the end of the video. So before I leave, I gotta try and convince you to say something in the comments. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, comment what you think of the rivalry, and give the video a thumbs up. Take care, everybody. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.